typically expect teams like Sun Sisters or Detonation Gaming to be in a global tournament like this. But, well, looks like they have lost their chances, and now we are seeing some new names up there. Definitely something great to see for sure. And are we going to be seeing some hot drops? No, looks like Quadro will be going their way, and so is Crest Gaming. Nothing too spectacular early on in this game.
Yeah, no one wants to mess with each other here.
Guns early on. Yeah, that's true. But if you do die like that, what exactly happened to him?
Yeah.
You just can't help it.
That should have been something they scouted out or saw.
Griffin will be crashing right into this stuff here. Too Hard's going to be shooting out. That's going to be Yenli down. He's going to be dusted with the nade. Griffin will be able to take this compound for themselves, but the rest of GEX, they might be holding outside of it, just the hill in front of it, and maybe taking a couple shots where they could be rotating out. Fence off. Tiantian's going to be tossing that nade out. Wayless is going to be opening up, actually. Lynchen's going to be knocked out. M200 is going to come from the side. Lou's going to be knocked out, and that's going to be a one-on-one for now.
Yeah, this was good job by Tianba to regroup over to this building. They've got their full squad over here to defend this. I was a little worried about this position. They were smart to coalesce, coming together. Lurena not able to get any shots in on Gen.G. Gen.G continues to drive by, trying to be distraction for Wayless. Wayless coming in, some grenades being thrown. Doesn't look like much is connecting. Lurena still waiting for Gen.G, who's now back behind this house. He's got to be careful. He's got to be fast. Getting in. Now he's got a 2-on-1. I don't know. There's going to be a flank coming in from his side. Lurena isn't able to connect just enough. Wayless gets Tiantan. Finally, Lurena takes Gen.G down. He's going to be flushed, but now it is just Wayless left for 4 a.m.
But in the meantime, Tianba members did leave this two-story building to go help their teammates up, and Wayless does have the control of this whole building. He might be able to go up to the ceiling and you have a pretty decent angle to shoot out, toss those mollies out. Now Tianba players are on the push. They're going to be taking the res back onto the teammate. Wayless does miss that shot. Just a sliver of inches out there, but he does find himself a decent angle. Won't be spotting out for now.
Oh, he is wishing he still had another molly or frag. The stun comes down. Does he have any more? He's got the AUG. He can't do it. M200's too fast with the barrel. Comes down, and 4 a.m. out in 16th place. Our first team eliminated here today as they tried to push through Tianba, but you got to give Tianba a ton of credit for coming together at that compound at the right time to defend that. Over to Gen.G. They made a huge rotation to the south. Loki's going to get one, but it's a Nonix to go down first once again. He hasn't been flushed out yet. There is a hill in the way. The southeastern side should have a pretty strong position. They got to worry about somebody like Tianba trying to push up the mountain to them. Meanwhile, it is Japan versus Japan over here. Crest Gaming Xanadu at Element 36.
For the moment to peek out and shoot. I think he just spotted a player out. In the meantime, L-Stars wants a third party into this. This is going to be a big party. And Iguta does knock out Pure Boy, so that's going to open things up. And L-Stars should be able to take another kill here if they do find a decent angle onto the players that are knocked out outside of the compound. Steal the kill point there. Satel does take down Uris, and that's going to be evening things out for a little bit.
Yeah, I don't. That Molly is trying to keep the angles at bay, but it doesn't matter. Rui TV is coming through. He's going to get something, but Satao had a grenade cooked. Sophia getting in there, getting Rui TV. This is going absolutely bananas between these two teams. Here comes Quadro with some grenades to see if they can fish something out of this. Sophia being huge right now. 4E36. Crest Gaming Xanadu goes out in 14th place.
But Element 36, they have a hard time to res all three players. Yolk's waiting! That's going to be a patience, a big patience. He's going to pop the nade. His teammates are going to be fighting. Yolk's still waiting. That nade's not going to do anything. But the straight up from Remba is going to take down two. And that will be a punishment as well for sure indeed.
Monster's the only one left for your leaders, L-Stars. They're going down fast and furious. He does get Renba. He gets D-Lax. It's now a 1v1 here. Yacha trying to do something to win this fight for his team. He gets a bunch and he's going to finish it. Quadro barely out-dueling L-Stars.
Yacha was the savior for his team. Although Yo was flushed out, he should be able to take the res back in time. But L-Stars crashing into the compound did allow Element 36 to take res back onto all of their teammates. And
is basically dead to rights on the backside of that hill. D-Lax is trying to go over there. He took some damage from somewhere else. Might have been a team that's up on the mountain or something like that. Yeah, you can see LYG actually is the one pouring it in here. Pure Boy coming over to the side. He's going to get D-Lax, but he gets stolen by Migo. So Element 36 doing some of the heavy lifting, but it's going to be LYG that's cleaning up a few of these from their compound on the side.
And now Yacha, the last survivor for Quadro, the lone survivor, he's got to do a lot of job for himself. But Satao gets knocked out from LYG as a third party, opening up a little bit of a sliver of chance for Quadro to make this happen. Migo landing more bullets towards Pure Boy and Yacha. He doesn't want to exit this compound, but rather just shooting out the window. He has a couple more nades to work with. I think that was the last molly, so he might have just a couple flashbangs left there. The meds are also very low. Sophia trying his best to find an angle to not get shot from it. Now LYG wants to join this party. They're like, hey guys, you didn't invite us, but we're going to be going in anyways.
Yeah, the invitations weren't sent out. They're crashing this one for sure. Element 36 is able to get Satao back up and running once again. So they have been doing a really good job being disciplined with their team fighting. We saw it yesterday. The defense was great. Now we're getting a chance to see the offensive side of Element 36. Their timing, very good. Their situational awareness, very good. Their ability to back off this a little bit when LYG put some pressure on them, good. Circle still southwest, still on top of this mountain. So Infantry and Entis are going to try to hold off the rest of these teams. You can see Infantry doing a fantastic job of it right now, getting GEX.
As it's going to be only 2 members. In the meantime, looking over towards VSG, they're going to be getting bullied down from Infantry up top the hill. Foxy's knocked out. Hulk has no chance of getting a res back on, as that rotation will be a really hard one. In the meantime, Infantry's poking left and right. Griffin is going to be suffering a loss of Minsung as well. And 8 kills already.
Oh my god.
9 is
even encroach. Now they know where Too Hard is. A grenade from Longsker. Pin out. Let's see if he can get it on top of him. He doesn't even need it. The shots are good enough. Longsker puts Too Hard down. 2-tap. The only one here, I believe, for Griffin.
Infanton, they have a couple rocks to work with. In the meantime, Entis did send Kale as an anchor down below. So this could be huge. Kale could catch Magne off guard, and Entis is on the push under, looking down on the hills, and Kale is flanking on the side. Yeah. Under finds one towards Kinch. Under finds the second one to Magne.
Yeah, Infantry does take down Griffin over here, pushing down the hill. A good job by them. Entis should have a pretty good angle onto Element Mystic. There's only one left over here. Kale doing a fantastic job being patient on the backside, being that anchor like you mentioned, Bench. Here comes Gen.G. They have been waiting very, very patiently. They made a huge long rotation all the way from the warehouse over in between Severny and Stalber. They came.
Looks like it's going to be Pio to be peeking out a little bit wider. Indigo finds one. The spray down is just a little bit accurate and finds 2 knocks onto Aqua 5, and Nanoni's opening things up already, but Pio's too accurate. The headshot comes through for Indigo, and Kale pays the bill back to Pio, and that will be leaving Entis with 1 more member alive.
Yeah, this is great defense here from Entis. Being very, very quiet was Indigo, finding the perfect moment. Loki gets spotted by Kale. Entis successfully defends against Gen.G, puts them out into 6th place. That was huge. Like you mentioned, Indigo, the linchpin there, does a great job with it. He has been knocked behind the hill without getting knocked. His infantry going to come over in third party. This doesn't matter. Lorena gets Sungjang. That's the first down between these two. More grenades being put out as Under's just trying to hold back and seeing if he can get M200 off guard.
Kale still waiting. Indigo finds an opening onto Lin Shun, but Tiantian is going to be picked up once again from Under, and that's OG and Entis with 10 kills. Tiantian is flushed out by Indigo. That leaves M200 as the last member with Lorena. That's going to be it for Tiamba at our 5th place. But I think they had a couple more kills in their bag as well, so it should be fine for them for now. But now, Entis, they're going to have to fight against Infantry.
This is a huge round for Entis, the best we have seen from them in quite some time. LYG gets brutally forced outside of the circle. They are taken down by his absolutely nuts. He's going to pull out his SLR there. He's going to get the first headshot and finish on a Pure Boy. Quick taps. Going to make a knock and a point for Entis.
And that opens things up for Infantry once again.
One of the most difficult things to do in competitive PUBG. Come down a hill that doesn't have any cover. There's the opening knock. Sylphia is going to get it. 9 down, 9 out. 3 more for Infantry, 3 more for Entis, 3 for E36.
Now this game has become quite even in terms of numbers, but dipping it inches away from Sophia, Under is going to find the knock into Longsker, and that will be a huge knock, actually, as Longsker is a top player. Under's going huge! The second one coming through for Boliang as well. And now Infantry is in the world of trouble. The 1 member is alive. And now Kale finds a knock onto Satao, and now all of a sudden this game looks in favor of Entis.
I mean, Entis is on fire, and Under is bringing the hurt for them. Zhao Yang, Longsker, seeing if they can get into E36, do anything. Satao is down. Amanat very hurt. He is behind a tree. Sylphia not at full strength either. Smoke's going. I think he's going to be able to get it off just in time. That grenade bounces just a bit too far from Longsker, but Amanat's going to get Longsker. Zhao Yang very hurt. He's just getting out of there because there's a grenade being cooked. Longsker's own grenade takes him down. Indigo finds Zhao Yang. It is Entis versus E36.
but Entis a chance to make this happen. Indigo's getting picked off as he was prone on the side of the tree, and that will open things for E36. 2-on-2 now, and all of a sudden, Under, there's so much pressure on his shoulder as Kale is going to be holding onto the bottom side of the circle, but he's going to make this 1v2 happen as the res is just impossible now. Kale opens up, finds a knock, opening things up. Amina goes down. 1 versus 1. Can Kale make this happen?
Kale's coming up the hill. He's got to be able to do this. Really hard to tell. It's probably just going to come down to who can outshoot who. We're just going to be waiting. Under is there to at least maybe get a little bit of information potentially for Kale, but I don't think he needs much. I think at this point you pretty much know what's going on. Sylphia goes down. Kale comes through.